fucking moth. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck. Well, Van is 6 kills away from getting plus 10 to all stats, which is nice. So, Esper is having problems with his broken crystal heart, and it's not switching on via emotional energy as advertised. And he's like, though maybe the problem isn't the thing, but my own incomplete emotions. And then Gilberg comes in and he's like, "Oh, Gilberg, you fucking spooked me when you walked in. Jeez." He's like, "This is the crystal heart." Oh yeah, crystal heart. And Gilberg is like, "Crystal heart? Never heard of it. What the heck's that?" And Esper just comes up and says, "It's an engine with the potential for vast energy output. He learned of it during the assault on a train. And he secretly smuggled one back for his own personal use." And then Gilberg is like, "Why haven't you left the research up to it for, like, I don't know, a mechanic?" And he says it's an engine. And Esper is like, "No, it's for my hands and eyes alone. Only I may deal with the crystal heart." He's seen firsthand the crazy things it's capable of, and he won't tell Gilberg precisely what they are. But he promises he'll do a demonstration using his captured Atri mech if he can just get the fucking thing to work. Unfortunately, he hasn't managed to get it work since Atrin was blown up, but he says that Mist and the Leverius, yes, he's like, the Leverius and the pilot of it will make excellent guinea pigs if I can't get my own one working. And he doesn't know why an Atrim unit and one with a crystal heart is aboard the Daikumaru, but it makes gathering info on it, the crystal heart, more convenient. And then Gilberg is like, "Well, good luck with that then. See ya," and he just leaves. And then Gilberg is like, "Only someone who's seen it in action could grasp what I'm trying to do." And then he's like, "Am I so obsessed with it because I got my butt beat by it in the past?" Muru's made an arrangement for Koyo to be transferred back to Fafnir Island, and the staff will have to run some tests, but it seems like he's doomed for his living death for the future. So she tells the other pilots to get a good look at what happens if you disobey orders. And then Kazuki's like, "Damn dude, chill the fuck out." But Koyo's parents will not get to see what became of their heroic son, due to the massive shock they would supposedly receive. And Makabe actually arranges for Sakura and Kazuki to get hustled off to sickbay before telling everybody the truth. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, the reason that his parents won't be getting to see what happened isn't because of the shock, it's because they've been kicked out of the island for being Federation spies. Their raising Koyo turned out to be nothing but a ploy to elevate their own access to Alberic, the organisation responsible for making the Fafnir pilots." Wait, making? It's like, "Yep, artificial wombs and everything." It turns out most of the people on the island have become infertile due to the Festum influence deal. Makabe points out that whether or not there are artificial wombs involved, the better half of the families living in the pavilion are composed of genetically related people, including his own. And even greater secrets abound, but he says now is the time to cause a lot of confusion and chaos by revealing them all. So, Mist and the other nerds have a lot to think about in the aftermath of Koyo getting wrecked. Kenji thinks that if the Festum have stolen his soul, then just steal it back. And Kyo says, "Well, what if you spilled a can of juice into a swimming pool? How easy would it be to get that juice back?" And Kenji's like, well, you couldn't, that'd be impossible. He's like, exactly. The better question is why the Fistum want to, like, combine and assimilate humans in the first place, but you can't answer that question yet. Nothing for it to do, but just keep holding the fort until the big Robo Dragon gets back, and hoping that having 2 bronze bells is enough to keep Himika at bay. It's alright, all the secrets of Fafnir Island are fucking stupid and shit anyway, like it's got a girl in a tube underneath it. It's fucking shit. Kazuki and Soshi are finally having their chat about what's more important, Fafnir's or human life. And Soshi knows what Kazuki wants to hear, but can't give it to him. Kazuki accuses him of changing, but Soshi says that Kazuki is the one trying not to change. And he repeats the Festum's big phrase, "Are you there?" And tells Kazuki to forget about his 2 dead friends, otherwise he'll be next. He tells Kazuki that all he needs is a functional replacement for his left eye, and tells him that he's got nothing more to say and the conversation's over. So Soshi walks off, and Yukie, the teacher, walks around the corner and said, "I heard everything." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm the one who like cost him his eye when we were kids. I don't remember how. I sort of like lost consciousness while whatever was happening." And he's really been trying to act as that missing eye, but he doesn't know if he can keep up with his friend at this rate. And Yukie tells Kazuki that Soshi is the way he is because he's seen the outside world, not Kyushu or Darius verse or whatever, but something far closer, a paradise. And in fact, she'll take him there right now. Oh, brilliant, great, thanks. Meanwhile, we've got a nice visitor. It's the original Big Shooter from 50 years ago. And in it comes, bonk, and there's Hiroshi. And he's ready to fucking go. And Commander Miwa, aka Michi, is still able to pilot the Big Shooter as his partner. And I mean, now we got a new plane and a new little fella. Apparently going to paradise. Yeah, thanks, Gift. Fucking, why didn't Suzune just be this fool like, "Hey, I'll show you, I'll take you to paradise, kid." But anyway, we need a Fafnir to go apparently, and Yukie tells Kazuki that he can still turn back. He's like, "No, I'll go." And she thinks that Kazuki should be protected, not just their little island, but the whole world. And you'd expect nothing less of a pilot as good as he is, right? Meanwhile, they're like, "Oh yeah, the Mark Alpha's left." He's like, "What the fuck? I was expecting to leave my island." And Soshi isn't helping because he's just like, "Why would I want to know?" He's like, "I don't want to track anything that's going away from the island. I only track things coming at us." And then internally he's like, "I expected you to understand me, Kazuki, but I guess I was wrong." And this is scenario 18, Exist, Comrade. So, where is this paradise place at? Obvious. Yukie tells Kazuki that someone will be coming shortly to pick him up, and he's not to move, even from this spot. And then the Festum attacks. Festum? She orders Kazuki to stand his ground and fight, but he's finding that his mech's not moving like he wants. Is this because Soshi's not supporting him? Yes, he's going to attack it and fuck it up. It's just going to be shitty. He's going to whiff it, I believe. Yeah. He's like, "It's not moving right. Is that because Soshi's not with me?" And then new weird shit show up. And Yuki's like, "Okay, Kazuki, we got to get out of here." So as he goes to leave, the new mecha, which are used from the Federation, say, wow, this Northung model of Fafnir kinda sucks if that sort of Festum can give it this much trouble. And here's the Fafnir unit. Yeah. Piloted by Cannon, and she gets closer to the Festum. It's like, are you there? And he answers, he's like, I was once, but no longer. And then he says that the beast with 10 horns despised the woman, stripping away her gown to reveal her nakedness and devouring her flesh, and afterwards burning her to ash. And here's, there goes Cannon. I mean, she's dramatic, shall we say. She takes out the Festum, like, instantly, and now the Federation nerds are like, hell yeah, let's go get Kazuki. He's like, wait, what's going on? And these guys are like, I don't know what made you leave the island and who said what to you, but you've been tricked, punk, unless you want to get killed, shut up. So they're gonna lock Kazuki up in a prison cell. And he's like, Yuki, why have you done this? And she's like, I didn't lie, I took you to paradise. Well, my version, the outside world, where it's nice. And she tells him that she'll put his Northung series mech to good use, and then laughs about how he's still too naive. Unfortunately, so she and the Phantom Pain dudes come over, like, you got too close to Kozo. And her mission had been to use her feminine wiles to extract info from him, but they think she's a double agent now. And that means she's getting locked up also. And she's like, and right after she got home, after 5 years away, she recognises her friend Michio, which is the dude on the bottom, and she's like, come on, talk to him, surely he will let me get locked up like this. And Michio's like, damn, you haven't got any quieter these last 5 years. And they say, you guys should just use a gag if you want to shut up. He's very... So Yukie gets hauled off, and Michio tells Seamus that the Northung's core is the vital ingredient for developing the next generations of Fafnirs, and it's something his father called the Salvator series. Kazuki is probably going to be a guinea pig, as everybody figures out what to do with the genetic engineering was used to produce Fafnir pilots. And Michio might have pangs of conscience about what happened to him, but, you know, not much. These guys are glad they got their new toy, and Jibril's super happy. He's like, hell yeah, mass-produced Fafnirs, trampling the coordinators, beautiful. I mean, he hated the coordinators because, I mean, I guess it would make mass-produced ones that humans can use, like, that's the thing. But he says, he orders the generals to prioritise murdering coordinators over defending against the Festum, because, you know, Earth must be reclaimed by the Naturals for the Naturals. What's up with all the Alvis kids being genetically engineered and spit out of artificial wombs? Same stuff George Glenn used! But different objective. These are meant to be the ultimate enemies for Festum rather than, you know, the next step of humanity. And he's like, oh, that's fine. Just no coordinators. And then he orders the generals to give a thorough report on what was done to the Fafnir's pilot so he can work on his extended program. And then the two generals, whatever their private feelings might be, they know they need Jibril and Logos' backing if they want to take a shot at taking out the Festum. And the best they can do is concentrate on transplanting the Northung's core into the Salvator, which Dr. Hino is working on as they speak. And if it all goes well, then it might be ready for tests as early as tomorrow. undisclosed time later, Michio plays Kazuki a visit, and he tells Kazuki he's been a Federation pilot pretty much from the moment his dad took him off the island 5 years ago, and he's been many places and seen many things. At the moment, they're in the Federation Moldova's base, 400 meters underground as a precaution against Festum's heart-reading abilities. He's got no idea what is planned for Kazuki, but he's fairly sure he won't be killed. And but Michio's like, but tell me, what's been going on the island since I left? Muru phones up Makabe and says, "You want my help, dude? Because there's only one Fafnir defending the island now." And Makabe's like, "Damn, I'm so mad that I let that dude do his shit and like underestimate how much damage Yukie the spy could do." And then Muru says that the island's defenses are better than they seem. And he's like, "Well, I'm about to debut a new Fafnir and pilot, or 3. And Muru's like, "Okay, that's fine. I guess we'll be heading back to build base then." And then as she hangs up, Makabe's like, "Well, you know, maybe my son's better off in Federation custody than in battle." And I think the girl on the bottom, she lives in the show. I don't think the dude on the top does. I think he dies, but they keep his shit hat. He wears a hat so he can be like a superhero. But these guys are like, "Wow, Kazuki is kidnapped by Yukie. What's up with that?" Yeah, but they're like, where do you think he goes? And Kenji thinks that it's a romance. No, he's like, "It's not a romance, definitely not. And it's not cowardice either." Maya says that Kazuki didn't want to be changed the way Fafnir fighting would have caused. He wanted someone to remember what he was like before he got in the cockpit. And Maya says, "I can't believe that we as his friend couldn't grasp his feelings." Yeah, so I think the girl on the top, she lives. I don't think she's one of the ones that get murdered. And there's Professor Hino, and he's been busy with these last 5 years coming up with a new Fafnir, not one devoted to taking out more enemies, but keeping more of its pilots alive. He asked why Kazuki left the island, and Kazuki said he wanted to know why he should fight, and he wanted to find the self that didn't seem to exist anymore. Hino asked Kazuki to come work with him, said he might have a path for Kazuki besides fighting. Something to think about, you know? Meanwhile, Eden, who's the dude who is a Festum, and this dude who is Mjolnir, looking at something that's not like them. They both speak collectively and individually, and she decided to split up and act independently on this one. Mjolnir has been working with Hino and is interested in the Northung's core. And Hino says it was part of the Mir that was used back in Kushu. It's a source of despair for mankind, but also its only hope. And the Mir is the little girl in the tube that powers everything. And Mjolnir says that they concur, and Hino's like, I don't know about that. He asks Mjolnir why she thinks he hasn't let Mitsuhiro know that the curious Festum are infesting his base. And he's like, and Hino has chosen a path apart from both what Mitsuhiro has in mind and from the Arcadian project. And he tells Mjolnir to heed the will of the human she once absorbed, Makabe Akane, so Commander Makabe's wife. And she says Akane no longer exists, and he is like, I don't know. I want you to meet Kazuki. It might just be a major branch point for both Festum and humans. The collective, however, says that she's not allowed to meet any Mir besides itself, and that's why Eden has sprung into action, and now there's more than one Festum in the base. So Hino rushes to Kazuki's cell and has a request for him. Stall for time in his mark Elf until the new Fafnir could be finished, and he'll give it to him when he's ready. No time to explain why. So the Phantom Pain are part of the general evacuation, leaving Michio, Cannon and a few others holding the fort. Cannon super calm about this. He's going to follow orders to take out the Festum exactly. Cannon and Michio are the only human forces that don't get wrecked immediately though. Yep, that dude's murdered. Just ultra bot. And Michio is like, oh, well, that did show up. And he bets on his dad's research project and orders Cannon to let Kazuki fight alongside, even though he's supposedly a prisoner. So now we got Cannon. I'm pretty sure it's a girl. In the shitty Babylon. And Michi in the Megatherian. And there's a prequel Fafnir OVA about them. And it kind of sucks. But these guys fell for my trick. Oh, brilliant, good. It looks like the Festum weren't going all in just yet. There's another wave of bad guys shows up. flipping nerds. This is something. Meanwhile, someone with a video camera is transmitting the battle to the whole world. The Festum hordes is pretty depressing, and it might just be what the enemy wants, if you believe that Festum understand human emotions. And no sooner has the site of the fight been pinpointed than the marked elf comes on screen. And it's like, oh, so that's where Kazuki's been all this time. Like, one fucking day. Rue phones up and he's like, can I go rescue the kid? And Commander Makabe says he's not going to dispatch any troops. It's like, well, why the hell not? And he says there's no telling who's actually inside the Mark Elf, and even if it is Kazuki, he's a wanted fugitive for running off with a Fafner. Kikali gets sick of this bureaucratic bullshit, and he's like, well fine, I'll go fucking save him, fuck you. He says, in case you forgot, there are also Festum out there to deal with. So Muru asks if Makabe minds, and he's just like, and Kikali's like, alright, fine, fuck it, hang up, let's go. The broadcast, going via satellite network, even reaches despair, and he's like, I still gotta get the fucking crystal heart to work, this is bullshit. Questions of whether it's broken or not is put aside, because he wants to, he's like, why are Festum broadcasting shit all over the world? Unless they've been influenced by the beings they've been absorbing. In which case, the seemingly unintelligent silicon-based Festum could evolve into something much more dangerous and smarter. Esper asks his assistant if he wants to help Esper evolve past his current out-of-fashion form. And this soldier is a simple fragment born out of the planet Crisis. Assimilating him would take less than a single night's rest. And then the soldier's like, oh, no, a simple guy like me could never help you evolve that much. And then Esper says, don't worry about it, everybody disappears sooner or later. And then in turn he's like, except me. So for now, him and the rest of the world are going to be watching the TV and going to watch humans getting bopped. Hamaguchi, the dude on the bottom, who's like one of only 3 adults on the island, tells the commander to stop being a stubborn butt, and says he'll go alone to the battlefront if the commander won't order a dispatch. He asks Hamaguchi if, he's like, do you think my wife would permit that? And Hamaguchi says, and he says, hey, your boss ordered you to look after both yourself and your son. Oh, no, ordered me to look after you and your son. And that would be Akane, ace pilot of the Federation's 2nd Mixed Special Forces Battalion. And when suddenly all of the other Fafners launch, 4 of them. So the commander's completely lost it. And so she's mad as hell, and he's like, send the recall orders right now, you've got to get those 4 Fafners back. When Tsubaki walks in and tells him to let the pilots do as they wish. And she says, after all, you want to save Kazuki as much as anyone under all this facade. And then, so she's like, a bunch of trainees won't be able to rescue him. It's like, well, that's what the secret system's for, buddy. For you to tell them how to make it go good. The commander then asks Soshi to get in the secret system, saying that all responsibility for this mess is his. And so she's like, oh, I'm so mad towards Kazuki because he did all this, but I want to save him too. Fuck. Meanwhile, the other four FAFTA pilots, there he is in his shit fucking hat. He wears that hat all the time and it makes him brave because otherwise he's a coward, and in this game if he's not wearing the hat then he has really shitty morale gains, like he only gains morale when he dodges but otherwise loses morale on everything, but when he gets it he's super strong. So he's like Koji level will gains. And in the show, a girl who's a coward gets given the hat to make her strong. She's like, hell yeah, and then she puts it on and it fucking stinks because you just wore it all the time. But he just wears a superhero hat. But yeah, these four pilots aren't really unified in anything other than they want to save Kazuki. Some think saving him will be good for the island. Others want to beat him up when they get home for being such a shithead and getting tricked, or whatever, just for leaving. And others find Soshi's cold exterior the problem. And Soshi steps in and is like, hi, I heard you were talking about me, thinking about me? And he says, head to Moldova, but follow my orders. And they're like, alright. So the Festum assault carries on, but the Mark 9 is ready to be launched. Hino orders Kazuki to pick it up, saying it would be far better for this battle than continue to duke it out, as he is. Michio tells him to get going and come back fast. So he goes in, and then it's the Archangel. And we're like, well, we don't see the Mark Elf anywhere here, so I guess we'll just take out the Festum. Let's go. Michio agrees to a ceasefire, and at least until the Festum are dealt with, and Kazuki has his new FAFTA online, so let's give it a go. So this is where he's going to get the gimmick, where he can just run away and be cool. Get him, bud. Get him. Get him. Didn't even fucking get a shot. What's he just like? Support defense level 2. Brilliant. Never gonna use that. At least someone's out there one-shotting two dudes. Oh, I should have combinated these two, but there's Jeeg. Old Jeeg. Pilot's himself. It's not, it's the pilot, he just turns into the head. So that's the double Jeeg combo, it's the double spin storm. Spin storm, dynamite punch. And he should have the same upgrade as the other nerd. you, I don't think I could put them together until like just now. But here's old Jeeg, he's weird. Punchy. I think he's the strongest and wildest dude though. See, and now it's like, well, do I want the Jeeg nerds together? Or maybe I want them separate to say, so they can get the relationship bonus instead of just from the big shooter. So let's find Gus Jeegs. So Kenji's melee damage up, and Jeeg is melee crit up. Kyo is ranged evasion up, Miwa is money up, and Yagyu is ranged crit up. So like really, I want them separate. Just so like they could all benefit from all the shit together, because the partner system's actually just fucking bad. And I wish it wasn't. Like, we don't care about Yagyu doing fucking anything. But the two Jeegs being able to get shit done together with, like, melee damage plus and melee crit plus. Like 5% extra damage, pretty good. I think these ones are small. Yeah, a bit long ones. She has chain attack already. Oh, and he doesn't actually need that. I wondered why his dodge hadn't gone up, but it's because that's not focused, so that explains that, doesn't it? Was there part of the secret on this stage? No, the one we're not doing? No, 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 no. And arrow kick. To get him with their shield gun. Whiffed it. Tiny robots. Possible to hit. Oh, shocking. I diabolical.
Was nowhere fucking near enough, was it?
And then mock drill, old school mock drill. Let's give it the old mock drill. Reach. Okay. Face. More Festum! Incredible! Good, good. Bells, seeds, it's all going good. It's all happening. Up. Okay, and then we'll do that and that. Quarter damage. Can't miss. Very nice. Glad someone else is getting shit done. No, boss, it's alright. Just got some infight though. Very nice. She's dodging so many, like 70 and 80%, holy shit. Oh! So, part of the problem that Kazuki's not launching right now is Akane. Yes, it's Akane. So, Hino wants Akane to give the data disk for the Mark Sign to the to Kazuki with its own hands, and Festum refuses to let their mirror meet with a human mirror, not out of fear, but out of a desire to wipe this dimension clean and proceed to a higher one. And it's like, well, fine, but at least let Akane watch the Zine's core unfurling as the first step down the path that Akane once tried to walk. And then former Akane starts to muse over how Kazuki is her son, or was her own son, and Hino entrusted this to her before hurrying off to make sure this base blows up. Espe's still watching TV and he sees the Leviria. He's like, holy shit, that's the thing! Fuck, my crystal heart's not doing shit. Better go get a new one. So he orders his men to get his personal mech ready. So Kazuki's running around looking for Professor Hino when Akane finds him and gives him the disc. That's it. And that's all the Festum Collective will allow, and no further inflection points. So Kazuki is shocked to learn that his mother is now part of the Collective, but no time for further talk. She orders him aboard the new Mir's vessel, saying that she'll be no longer there very shortly. So that gets Kazuki to defeat the Festum, and is a pretty good motivation. So there you go. He's like, wow, this new thing feels hella good, but no point to wonder that, and while all of his friends from the island have overlooked his treachery to stage rescue, but let's go. Who the hell are you? I'm Jeeg. And I believe it's the bottom thing there, that's under the Norn system, that's this thing that like super fucks you up. And he's got the gun, one lance that he like throws it, the lance that he stabs you with, and then two of them because he just makes them out of crystals, I believe. So I think this is the crystal. Wow, he takes after his mother. Yeah, I mean, he's got the hero face. Look at this shit. Makes it all crystal-y. He takes the gun, covers it in crystal, and now it's a super gun. That's that dude's gimmick. His gimmick is he fucking sucks. Okay, well he can. Considering the difference, I think I would probably say that this break shot attack is worse in every fucking way than this one. 200 damage for 1 less range, less accuracy, less crit, and 3 times the energy? No, actually. And then same with this one. Like, I guess really you could just have these 2 attacks and that'd be fine, but jeez. Jeez. See, this fancy. Look, this Jeeg's fucking out of control already. Holy shit. That was a waste of like 1 of 6 ammo. I mean, not that big a deal, all things considered. So that fucker. Let's fire this one. And they fucking nailed those 30%. There's the other bronze bell. Let's look at his Jeeg breaker. Gonna give him the old hug 'em. Nice work. Oh, he whiffed it and got shot. He fucked it. Where's everybody else? Alright, boss. You're not gonna do it. But, I mean, give it a go. Oh, you fucking did it! Popped him, got a bop. Nice work. Plus 30% ain't so good compared to 100%. So, Eden is like, oh, okay, we've got to take down this dangerous Mark Stein. And they're going to use the red mech that they simulated before. It's like, well, can't do anything with the pilots now, just let them rip. So that might get easier when... Oh, I guess the rest of the battles aren't quite ready to show up and be able to join in. Yeah, so here's all the dudes they yoink, because they're a bunch of fuckers. And here's the rest of the Fafners, there you go. And he yells out whatever his shit hero name is, like go something. It's like that, sure thing. So he'll get on the radio and start talking to each other, and it's Soshi's job to keep them all reined in. And whatever else Soshi might think about Kazuki, he knows he never has this trouble with Kazuki's mental state compared to these idiots. Mamoru's got a plan, let the enemy attack him and use that window of opportunity for the others to attack. And it's a pretty ludicrous plan, but what do you expect from the Mecha Samurai? So, Makabe tells Soshi this is one of these times he needs to relax a bit and believe in his pilots. And here we go. So, this dude attacks Mamoru, whose name is like Defend. Yeah, so he does the barrier thing, which is really glitchy and artifacty for some reason in the emulator. But yeah, he makes the barrier, and then these three step in. Just gonna do a punch. Chop them. And then the other one is gonna shoot. Oh, they're just doing stupid shit, I see. Yeah, the big gun laser beam. You did it, dude. And the other one. she's the snipey one. Brilliant, did it, lady? Wow, we did it! Well, for a bunch of middle school rookie pilots, they execute it pretty good. And Suzaru says so, and then Hannah says, I better, and then Anna says, I better step up my game too. So she calls up Kazuki to make sure he's okay, and tells him to come back to the island once this is all over. And Kazuki is like, thanks for coming, like, don't worry, concentrate on the battle. Okay, Go Bean. He's a Go Vine. He's the Mecha Samurai Go Vine. Fucking idiot. He sucks. Go Vine Smash in the shield. Fucking trash though. Okay, let's down on this lovely energy refiller, and because they're separated, they'll both get 30%, and then when they combine, that means they'll get more out of it, I believe. I'm not good with numbers, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Look at this fucker. He's stupid thing. This goddamn Zamza. Nope, this is the jig right here, Thurgle there. Shit. But at least one of those, yeah, okay, got 4 of them, these are good. Oh, you made it. Good try. Massive overkill to play the combo one of these. Here's his girlfriend Michi, hanging out in the old Big Shooter, the Big Shooter old. She's so far most of the game bopped around a little bit. Tough. I want to get over here and actually heal my shit. So being one hit away from death ain't so hot. Could use Accelerate with the Siegfried Man over and over. seems only one of them can fly, which is dramatic. I think she's like 70, I think? Like, it was 50 years ago they did the thing, and he's been in there 50 years. So she's like 66, 68? Just die if you die. What the hell? Okay, well boss, you got your one pop and you never get in another one, so that's fine. And we'll just leave that. I'm pretty sure that the Jeeg is a model. Like, he's just turned into a big metal head. Look, and then he crystals the sword, and now he's got a big fucking crystal hand to hold the sword. He's made it magical. He assimilates you back. Fuck, they're on their way. Got spooked. Now for the big Jeeg move. Oh look, it's the Pantheroid. The Panzeroid. So he's got the horse legs. Fucking murdered that dude. Panzeroid wasn't in this freaking game. See, that's what they said. Panzeroid. See, I got like Panzer Road, and then I wrote though, but I didn't get I didn't get this. Is the E, so it's Roy Panzeroid. What a fucking tank of shit. I love it. Nice work, good darling. Get him, Michi. a double lance. And this is the dude who eventually is able to just make a mass of crystals in his hand and then turn it into a sword. So it's like, you know, the dude who teleports things to himself, so special. More dudes. Yeah, so Mamoru keeps yelling that he's the Mecha Samurai Gobine if we actually got him to attack anyone. Kenji, the shit dude, is like, "Wow, please, Mama, save me! I don't want to turn out like Koyo." And Sakura tells Tristan to come and get blown away by how strong she is. And Maya tells Kazuki that she's inheriting Shoko's spirit in the fight to come. But it's still not giving up. Hino radios into Kazuki, telling him that he's deep under the base, and rather than let the festival run off with the base's data, he's going to blow the whole thing up in 5 minutes. Michio is like, "Dad, that's pretty fucked up." He's like, "Yep, but I can't escape from the control room because there's festum all over the corridors." And then he apologises to his son and tells him to get to safety. And then, in case anybody else tries to rescue anybody else in the base, he's the only survivor, so don't worry about it. So we need to get everybody to the Archangel and get out of here. And then Esper shows up. He's like, "Ah, finally, I get to blow up the dude that beat the shit out of me." And Misty's like, "Oh shit, that's the fucking dude. That's the fucking dude who wrecked that dream." Esper wants to know how the snot-nosed brat from way back when, and how he can make the crystal heart work when he can't. Is something in the water or what? And Mist's emotional energy swells as he's mad as fuck about this. And then Esper is like, "Oh!" And Esper's like, "Wait a minute. It's Mech's energy is dropping. Wait, what? That's not right." So Mist flies over, mad as fuck. He's gonna goal in this guy. And 0. Just whereas like, "Oh, interesting. That's some insight into why I was having so much trouble with my crystal heart." And then Mrs. like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?" And he's like, "Right, that's it. I'm gonna give you another shot, and this one's on behalf of my homeworld." And then Go's like, "Don't fight with vengeance in your heart, dude." And Kali's like, "Nothing you do will make that homeworld come back." And everyone's like, "Also, it's not like this dude is the only one you need to hold responsible. You gotta live long enough to see his whole organization pay." And then eventually that gets through to Mist, and he's like, alright, fine, alright, okay. Nothing I do will make the homeworld come back. You're not the only one I gotta hold responsible. I gotta live long enough to see your whole operation go down." He's a bit slow like that. Gotta have to repeat everything. Anyway, we all leave. And so I was like, "Oh, where are they leaving?" And then his little fellow's like, "Oh, no, shit, there's a huge explosion coming, so we should get out." "Oh, shit." So they leave. So with that, Esper is like, "Well, that's one less island." And but he's got a neat thing now. He knows now why he can't use the crystal heart. So now he just needs to find something or someone that can, and then weaponize it. So they're just yelling, "Chill the fuck out, man!" It's pretty much they're just like, "Hey, dude, just I mean, you just attacked that dude and didn't do shit. So chill out. We gotta leave." Michio isn't too thrilled about being left in the Moldova base as bait while the Federation and the higher ups left. But so he's more than happy to join us. And wherever the code name 666 goes, like she's right there says 666 goes, Cannon goes too. We'll take responsibility for housing them because Michio doesn't expect a warm welcome going back to the island. But Kira assures him that everyone in the island's warm-hearted. And he says, "Yeah, no, there's really only one person I'm actually worried about, Yumiko. Will she welcome me back? It's been a long 5 years." And in the hangar, Kigali is getting the 4 Fafnir parties to a shipping container because she doesn't like. He's like, "We don't have I don't want to put you in a brig, so get in here." I don't actually want to put you in a brig, but she doesn't say let them know that. She yells at them that Makabe and Soshi are super mad, and even though their intentions were good, no one's taught to run off and do whatever they want whenever they want. And she yells at them they might even get executed if they're not careful. And she's like, "But that wouldn't actually happen." Kazuki apologizes, "Sorry, this is all my fault." And Mamoru, wearing the Gobine mask, is like, "Yeah, you better meditate on your misdeeds long and hard and regain the commander's respect for next time." Sakura gets fed up with his samurai act, punches him and knocks the helmet off. And now he's like, "Wait, what's going on? What am I doing here in a shipping container? Wait, what?" It's like, "You idiot." He's like, "I don't remember anything. You wore the Gobine mask." I don't know. But Kigali shuts the shipping container door and is like, "Ah." And then Marduk then says, "You were this impulsive once? Remember when you crashed into the Sky Grasper and crashed into Atheron for the first time?" And she's like, "Oh, I hope Atheron can sort all this shit out and come back to me." And then Mr. says sorry to Goa and Angelica and Shizuru and everybody else. And for causing that little trouble. And then everyone else mostly just piles on about how he hasn't actually matured one bit at all and he's a shithead. And the best penance is to treat everybody for dinner. And he's like, "I don't got enough money for that." "I don't got enough money, this is bullshit." And then Shizuru said that maybe you could pay with his body instead. And then everyone makes a face and he's like, "You give everyone a thorough massage, 60 minutes each." And then everyone else says, "Oh yeah, all that cockpit cramp getting eased away." And then Kenji says that Monko's body's like a rock and will take excessive force. And then she punches Kenji for mentioning that. And then Misty's like, "I'm gonna be here for days doing an hour each on everyone." And then Koji says, "Think of it as physical training." And he's like, "My hands are gonna fall off by the time this is done, but they're encouraging me more than they're dumping on me." So he's gonna rise to that occasion and find a way to retain his equilibrium the next time he gets a chance to defeat Esper. The question is, why was his attack so garbage? Is that to do with the crystal heart thing? And Angelica finds it ironic that a clash of the Scourges of Etreme would get Mist back on task, but she'll take that over him worrying about the Earthlings and all they should be fighting each other. But what she misses most though is his smile. Yeah, you do have to look up all the Fafnir kids because you can't tell them apart. They're fucking garbage. So Commander Makabe is falling over himself, apologising for all the trouble his idiot kid and all the rookies put Kigali and her people through. And she's like, it's my decision to go rescue him in the first place, and like that was the rookie's motive too, so go easy on them for it. And then she says that she's been holding them in a repentance chamber for the ride home. They're all going to be undergoing mental and physical checkups, testing for any ill effects from the new Fafnir combat. And Soshi, his sister's urging, goes in to check on them. Mostly, like ostensibly, he says, out of concern for Kazuki's new Fafnir. And then Makabe once again thanks Kigali for all her help and promises to lend his aid to her cause in return once his pilots answer garbage. Chizuru tells all the kids that they suffered no ill effects from all the fighting and says they should contact her if they experience anything abnormal. And but she does say, but then Sakura, one of them, says that this isn't a good strategy for skipping class because you have to go through loads of tests. But this gives some of the other pilots to go, the C3 system is pretty weird, the pilots must be under enormous strain. And normal people couldn't stand having another person cohabit their body and mind for a minute, much less an entire fight. And Kenji's like, I got enough on my mind already. I mean, I gotta focus on battle and also think about boobs, you know. And then Anna is like, oh, wait, what? You can think about battle and sex? And then Yumiko comes in and is like, alright, important conversation time. So she can't believe Michio's back, and she's like, I can't believe you're back. And at first it's not clear whether it's good way or bad way, and then Michio explains how he came back, and he's like, I'll leave right away if you don't want to see my face anymore. And she's like, well, I never said that. And although she doesn't want to welcome anybody who betrayed the island, she is glad to see he's alive. And then Fafnir kids explain now it's probably less about the island and more about the fact that they were an item before him and his dad left the island. As for what Michio does now, Commander Makabe comes in and says, how about you train all the idiots? He says he knows Michio was an ace pilot in Federation and it will take any way to get the nerds to be the real pilots they should be. Plus, he says, what I remember of you is you're a kind-hearted boy who wouldn't betray his fellow islanders, right? So Michio takes the job, based partly on the realization at Moldova that the Earth is facing more than just Festoms, and someone's got to do something before it's too late. And that might as well be the Fafnir kids, I guess. Makabe hopes that Cannon will consent to help too, because there's the whole pilot shortage. Cannon asks if that's Michio orders her to do that, and he orders her to stay and help him and everybody else. And Cannon's still a minor, so Commander Makabe asks Yoko to take Cannon in as a ward. And she's like, oh, alright, I guess. And it's not exactly a replacement for the daughter she just lost, but you know, it'll do. But with that settled, time for the Archangel to get the fuck out, for the Fafnir pilots to get training. So whatever else can be said, Kazuki knows for sure that he is here. So Maya says that in between training, Kazuki and the rest go to see Shoko's grave. And Kazuki says he's got to apologise to Shoko for what he's done, and Maya's like, yeah, I don't think so. But maybe I do. It's confusing. What Maya was hoping for was a gathering of old friends, just like they used to, you know, over there. Well, let's all just hang out together like we used to, at one of our graves. Fucking Maya. But maybe that'll ease everyone's pain a little, and Kazuki says that Soshi probably isn't actually really mad at them, but he might hate Kazuki. He's like, you might hate me now. Maya says Soshi would never hate you, and he'll probably even, like, actually thank you one day. But maybe not today, he was mad as hell. But before Maya forgets, welcome back!